5 yards from the edge of the Liverpool half. 2.5 minutes on the clock here at Goodison Park. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Merseyside derby in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentator. Lovely ball clipped out to the path for Harrison. Right side, got Robinson for company, 25 yards out. Delicious cross into the box, in towards the path for Calvert-Lewin. Flicked away by Canate. Falls for McNeil. Across the penalty area, in towards the path for Abdoulaye Doucouré, who just couldn't quite wrap his right foot round it. He'll go past the post, but it was a golden opportunity there for Everton to take the front. It's a lovely ball out by Brathwaite, out towards the right hand side, in towards the possession of Harrison. Cross goes in, flicked away by Canate before finding Calvert-Lewin. McNeil brings it back in, off of the shin of Alexander-Arnold into the path of Doucouré on the penalty spot, who just couldn't quite get any clean connection on his right foot, and it goes about 5 yards wide of goal. First chance of the game falling in Everton's direction. 3 minutes gone. It's the Toffees 0, it's the Reds 0 on the Merseyside derby here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service, as Liverpool now look to move forward on this far side. Left side with Luis Diaz up against Godfrey towards the edge of the box. Inside the area he goes. Lojo cross into the path of Darwin Núñez, takes a deflection en route and cleared away in the end by Vitaly Mykolenko at the back post for Everton. Liverpool throw right hand side adjacent towards the penalty spot. 3.5 minutes in and both sides have a decent opportunity up to press. A good start to this Merseyside derby, but it remains goalless at Goodison in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. The ball goes back into the path of McAllister in the middle of the Everton half on the right hand side. Canate just inside opposition territory, plays it forward 5 yards to McAllister, out to the right and back out towards Canate once more, who again finds McAllister. He's got options out to his left and works his way out towards Robinson, brings it down first time on his left foot, and now back into the possession of Shabozala. Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side, short to McAllister, first time pass forward on his right foot through the middle, and picked up by James Garner, who goes to ground. Doucouré plays it out, but Harrison wasn't going to get there, and so it's going to be a free kick to Everton in the middle of their own half. 4.5 minutes goalless here. This one of 4 live games in the Premier League this evening. You can also listen to commentary from Old Trafford this evening. 5 minutes gone, Manchester United 0, Sheffield United 0. Elsewhere, 5 minutes gone at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 0. As the ball's launched forward by Alisson, looking to find Darwin Núñez. One back by Everton. Mykolenko forward into the path of Calvert-Lewin. Chest it down first time to McNeil. Left hand side, edge of the box, cross goes in. Right footed towards the near post, headed away. When he's fired to Coy, it's going to be brought down there by Diaz inside his own half. Szoboszlai chests it down of his first touch. Had 2 blue shirts in front of him, but lays it out to Robertson on the left hand side. Driving forward. Good challenge by Tarkowski to get the ball forward for Everton. Harrison forward it goes into the air. Looking to find Calvert-Lewin. Rounds Alisson, goes to ground, and the referee points to the spot, and it's an early penalty for Everton. Calvert-Lewin brought down to the ground by Alisson as he was working his way forward, and it's going to be a yellow card for the Liverpool goalkeeper and a golden opportunity for the Toffees to take the lead. Great ball forward by Jack Harrison towards Calvert-Lewin. Liverpool appealing that Calvert-Lewin was offside, that he was just in front of Alexander-Arnold. Good first touch by Calvert-Lewin with Alisson on rushing towards the penalty spot. He was looking to round him towards the right side, but Alisson with his left glove grabs Calvert-Lewin. VAR just checking to see if the positioning of Calvert-Lewin as the ball's played through by Harrison into his path. They're also looking at the run of Doucouré, who was just a shade in front, and whether he could have impacted on play. So VAR checking for possible offside in the build up to the penalty. Sean Dyche, the Everton manager, heads straight back down to his touchline, probably having a look at one of the iPads as to see a replay of the incident as to whether he thinks this penalty is going to count or not. Andy Madley still having conversations with VAR. Remember, they had a couple of penalty decisions go for them on Sunday, Everton, much to the continued frustration of Nottingham Forest, but Madley getting communication in his ear, and the conversations with the VAR hub at Stockley Park are still ongoing. Penalty was given the best part of a minute and a half ago, and still the conversations go on, and Goodison Park is a pit of nerves right now. Both sides know the significance of this decision one way or another as far as their seasons are concerned. The referee puts the whistle to his lips and has reversed the decision and it's going to be no penalty. And the yellow card that Alisson had originally picked up has been ruled out because of the offside in the build-up by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who pinches his fingers together as to say that there was millimetres in it and that he felt he was just playing himself onside. But 2 minutes after the initial penalty decision was given, referee Andy Madley, aided and abetted by the VAR hub, and Stockley Park has said that it is not a pen. So 8 minutes gone here at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Van Dijk forward towards McAllister, short to Alexander-Arnold, through the middle towards McAllister, first time pass on the halfway, looking to find Núñez, cleared away as far as Szoboszlai, who's got options out to his left. Robertson inside the area, left side, plays it to the back stick towards Mo Salah, who tried to keep it in play, dinks it back in, but it's going to be cleared away by Dwight McNeil down Everton's left, towards the halfway, where it's picked up by Konate. Now Alexander-Arnold, short in towards the path of Dominic Szoboszlai. Konate on the halfway on the right hand side, plays it back towards Alisson between the sticks. Now Van Dijk goes out towards Ibrahima Konate to the halfway and towards Alexander-Arnold. McAllister from right to left it goes and in towards the possession of Curtis Jones, and now Robertson on the far left hand touchline moves it infield back towards Van Dijk in his own half. Alexander-Arnold in the centre on halfway. Konate back to Alexander-Arnold again. Calvert-Lewin with a half press, but now Alexander-Arnold with a diagonal ball out towards Curtis Jones, up against Godfrey on this left-hand side, edge of the penalty area, goes back towards McAllister, ran about 30 yards out towards Alexander-Arnold, chips the ball up into the box towards Salah, who lays it across, looking to find Núñez from the back post in towards the centre of the goal, around about 10 yards out, but it was a crucial interception late in the day to stop that from going in the back of the net. Salah just being played onside, and in the end it was a timely interception by Ben Godfrey to stop Everton from going 1-0 down. But it's going to be a Liverpool corner as we approach the 10-minute mark here at Goodison Park on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Be taken on the right hand side, into the air it goes, flicked in towards the back stick, comes back out towards McAllister, edge of the box, shaped himself to shoot, but he had three blue bodies in front of him, and Everton do manage to in the end clear their lines. Lofted forward by Jack Harrison on the right flank towards Alexander-Arnold, and Alisson has to scurry back to collect the ball because it wasn't a comfortable pass back, and Doucouré was keeping close company. A frantic and energetic first 10 minutes here at Goodison Park. It's still 0-0 between Everton and Liverpool in the Premier League here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Flash forward by Calvert-Lewin, recovered by Van Dijk on the left side. Forward it goes first time towards the halfway, chipped back up in the air by Braithwaite. The ball in contention, but an Everton free kick. Darwin Núñez giving away the foul for Liverpool. Meanwhile, there was a 7:45 kick-off in the Premier League this evening at Molineux. 26 minutes gone, still goalless between Wolves and Bournemouth. Updates on Wolseley, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Newcastle tonight goes along here. You can listen to commentary from Old Trafford between Manchester United and Sheffield United on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Well, Jurgen Klopp spoke about the importance of this game from an Everton perspective and said that he'd never underestimate it when they arrive at Goodison, and that's what makes it more difficult. They always look ready for the game, so we have to make sure we are ready for this one. Pickford launches the free kick from the halfway line in towards the box, where Tarkowski and Szoboszlai were in a bit of a scrap. Szoboszlai comes away with the ball and now feeds Núñez on the right hand side, 25 yards out from his own goal, cleared away by Alexander-Arnold towards the halfway, where it's flicked on by Idrissa Gueye, now towards the halfway and towards Mikalenko. Forward it goes first time, out towards the left hand side. Alexander-Arnold has got both Calvert-Lewin and Doucouré up against him, manages to clear it away, but it's one back by Idrissa Gueye again. This is Dwight McNeil on the left side for Everton in the middle of the Liverpool half, has to move it back about 5-10 yards and back towards Tarkowski inside his own half. Núñez playing as the sole striker out of possession. Liverpool effectively playing a 5-4-1 outside of possession, but then move into a free in attack when in possession. This is McNeil on the left hand side, edge of the penalty area towards Idrissa Gueye. Steps infield, but got caught up in the leg of Alexis McAllister. And it's going to be a free kick to Everton here on the left hand side, around about 25 yards out from goal. 12 minutes on the clock here at Goodison Park. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. It's going to be taken by Dwight McNeil, who, as far as the season's concerned, 5 assists in 31 appearances, 3 goals to his name. If he has a shot here, it'll be his 50th of the season. Edge of the area, right hand side, puts one finger up instead of a whole hand to in the Liverpool wall. He chips it in towards the back stick, flicked on in the end, and flicked out of play. It was Godfrey who got his head to the ball from an Everton perspective, but he couldn't glance his header goal bound. Free kick chipped in on the left foot of McNeil in towards the back stick where Godfrey rose highest. Tried to glance it towards the top of his near post, top right hand corner, but could only glance it in towards the side netting. So 13 minutes gone. Van Dijk takes a short goal kick for Liverpool in towards the path for Canate, goes out towards Van Dijk again, towards the left hand side in towards Robertson, 25 yards out from his own goal. Van Dijk in possession again for Liverpool. He's got Calvert-Lewin close by, along the line towards Canate, now playing for the middle of McAllister. Canate once more. Alexander-Arnold forward through the middle towards Mo Salah. Diagonal ball now moves out towards the left hand side where Robertson's making chase, but it's going to be won back by Harrison, who heads it back down in towards the path of Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. Pickford, who you would say is going to be the first choice goalkeeper for England at the upcoming European Championships. Watching on and having a little bit of a chuckle on the bench is Ashley Young, who was sent off in the reverse fixture at Anfield this season. Last Liverpool red card in the Merseyside derby was Sotirios Kyrgiakos back in February 2010. This is Van Dijk, goes out to the left hand side looking to find Robertson, dispossessed and won back by Everton on the right hand side. Ball chip forward into the path of Calvert-Lewin, heads it down first time, thought they were supporting behind, and so Van Dijk leaves it for Alexander-Arnold. Now McAllister plays it out towards Robertson, along the left hand channel looking to find Darwin Núñez, who's in a foot race to Tarkowski. Tarkowski gets there first, goes back into the path of Branthwaite. Tarkowski, Branthwaite once more, clears it forward, right footed, but out of play will go for Liverpool, thrown on the left hand side. Quarter of an hour gone, goalless, but Liverpool with 71% possession compared to just the 29% of Everton so far in this opening quarter of an hour or so. Reminder, this is one of 2 Premier League commentaries we're bringing to you this evening. We also have Manchester United against Sheffield United on the service. Goalless in that one at Old Trafford. And the new commentary of that one is Jack Bishop. Reminder, tomorrow we'll have Manchester City looking to go back to the top of the table, and they will do with a win against Brighton and Hove Albion. Mark Strange will be bringing you the action from that one. An 8 o'clock start here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service, and then we watch Liverpool again on Saturday in the early kick-off away at West Ham from 12:30. But Everton moving their way forward. Harrison on the right hand side dances his way past McAllister, now has Jones for company, goes down underneath his challenge, and Everton will have a free kick around about 35 yards out from goal, just off centre towards the right hand side. Garnett playing the ball out towards Harrison, who drove forward, evaded the dangling right foot of McAllister, and then had to stretch back, but Jones of it shoving from behind sees Everton win themselves a free kick. 16 minutes on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 as Jurgen Klopp has a chat with the 4th official about the awarding of the free kick. Well, Dwight McNeil to take. Swing it in on his left foot, just off centre from the right hand side, in towards the penalty area it goes, towards Tarkowski, flicks on, and towards Calvert-Lewin at the back stick, whose header is parried away, both hands by Alisson, comes back out to Harrison, now McNeil again, he's got Luis Diaz for company, ball goes out, Everton throw as Goodison Park comes alive, and on a night like tonight, this is where the vociferous atmosphere that this cauldron provides really can come to fruition. It's the last few that are going to have here at Goodison Park before moving to Bramley-Moore Docks. This is Harrison on the right hand side by the corner flag, one back by Diaz, who gets himself out of a hole and gets the better of Godfrey on the left hand side, chips the ball forward. We're going to find Darwin Nunez flicked out a play. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool on the left side as we have a look at a replay of Calvert-Lewin's header, and the save by Alisson, almost a reflex save. Calvert-Lewin with a good header at the back stick, gets everything on it. Then Alisson, who was pedalling back to that particular mark, manages to grab with both hands and parry away. In terms of attempts in this game, 4 for Everton compared to 2 at Liverpool, and that was the first shot on target. And that's despite Liverpool having in excess of 70% possession in the opening 18 minutes of this Merseyside derby, but the score still goalless. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Here's Konate driving forward, out to the right hand side into Salah. Along the right hand channel is Szoboszlai, who's got 2 up against him, looking to get his way past Mykolenko, which he did. He couldn't quite find his way past Bamford, but he is going to win himself and win his side a throw-in on the right hand side, adjacent towards the edge of the penalty area, which is going to be taken by Alexander-Arnold on the right side. Short to Szoboszlai. Alexander-Arnold again looking to play in Salah, but his reactions weren't quite there, and Everton managed to scoop the ball away towards the Liverpool half. Calvert-Lewin goes down, he's back to goal. Referee says play on with Idrissa Gueye in possession, and the second foul will definitely signal a Everton free kick. 18.5 gone, goalless here. We're also watching Championship action this evening. Big game in the race for the players. Half an hour gone. Coventry, who just missed out on a place in the FA Cup final, losing out on penalties to Manchester United. They're taking on Hull City, and Hull have taken the lead half an hour in. Coventry City 0, Hull City 1. Updates on that as the evening progresses. McNeil with a free kick, left hand side, 5 yards inside the Liverpool half, in towards the penalty, flicked on and in towards the path of James Tarkowski, whose header towards the near post is comfortably caught by Alisson of the Liverpool goal. This is McAllister who comes away with the ball, out towards Szoboszlai. Robertson, who's just a bit more infield than perhaps where we usually see him. Now Alexander-Arnold looking up and assessing his options. Towards the halfway he goes, out towards the right hand side and towards Curtis Jones, who occupies that particular touchline for now. Konate being chased down by McNeil, but plays it out first time to Van Dijk. Robertson to McAllister. Robertson again forward towards Luis Diaz on the halfway, who turns and gets the better of 3, but a little bit of a nibble by Garner, who's forced his way, or forces his hand to play it back into the path of Robertson. Van Dijk out towards Konate, driving forward 10 yards from the edge of the Everton half. Long ball forward into the path of Darwin Nunez. Pickford comes out, and Pickford judges his run to perfection and will catch the ball with Nunez skirting right in front of him as we pass the 20-minute mark here at Goodison Park. No goals as of yet. Everton did have a penalty in the 5th minute, or thought they had a penalty in the 5th minute, after Calvert-Lewin went down under the challenge of Alisson inside the penalty area, but after a VAR check, the decision was then reversed as Everton had possession on the halfway. Loose ball won back by Tarkowski. McNeil couldn't make the run because he was in an offside position, and so Liverpool regather possession. McAllister towards Diaz, driving through the middle, chipped out towards the left hand side and in towards the path of Darwin Nunez. Moves infield around about 25 yards out from goal, went down on the challenge of Godfrey. No free kick in the eyes of the referee. Everton clear the ball away as far as McAllister. Chip ball into the area towards Nunez. Everton appeal for the flag to go up. Nunez, last touch by Tarkowski, who cuts the ball out on his left foot, and out of play will go for Liverpool corner on the left hand side. 21 minutes gone. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in a frantic and frenetic Merseyside derby here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. We'll take you to Molineux in just a second when there's been a goal between Wolves and Bournemouth. Meanwhile, Liverpool have a corner on the left hand side, their second of the contest. Just going to be swung in on the right foot of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Cure free amongst the penalty spot, but it goes in towards the near stick, flicked away by Mykolenko, comes back out towards Szoboszlai, 25 yards out in the centre, who plays it back towards Robertson, who swings out, pings out on his right foot towards Nunez, flicked away by Jack Harrison, and will go out for Liverpool corner, this time on the right side. We'll take it to Molineux, where Bournemouth have taken the lead against Wolves. Antoine Semenyo with a goal. More on that in just a second. Liverpool with their third corner of the game, this time on the right side. Now Robertson's going to take, he's going to swing it in on his left foot. Midway through this first half, goalless here at Goodison Park. Robertson's delivery towards the near post, flicked on, cleared away by Everton in the end. Gay gets it away, and now driving forward for Everton is Garner. Goes out towards Decore, left hand side, breaking inside the Liverpool half. Look to play it forward towards the path for Dwight McNeil, but the last touch comes off a Liverpool player and out for an Everton throw-in on the left hand side in the middle of the Liverpool half. Can be taken by Vitaly Mikalenko. Short towards Idrissa Gueye. Brought down by Dwight McNeil, who has McAllister up against him. Mikalenko, first time pass by Decoy, looking to find Gueye, but one back by Szoboszlai, who ships it out first time towards Robertson on the left hand side. Still in the middle of his own half. Short towards McAllister. Now Alexander-Arnold, McAllister again. Alexander-Arnold 5 yards on the edge of the Everton half. Sprays the ball out towards Salah was the intended target on the right hand side, but it's going to go straight into the arms of Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. There's been an equaliser at the CBS Stadium. It's Philogene that gave Hull City the lead on the 31st minute, and Coventry have levelled up in the 36th minute. Coventry City 1, Hull City 1. Big game involving the Championship playoff race, which you can keep up to date with on the Flash Score app. Palmer with the equaliser after 36 minutes, and a big game involving the top of the Championship took place yesterday, where Leicester got the better of Southampton by 5 goals to 0. Fatewu hat-trick helping into Maresca's side en route. This is Darwin Núñez inside the area for Liverpool on the right hand side, stopped in his tracks by Brantford. Just a bit of a misfooting there by Núñez, seeing Everton regather possession. This is McNeil inside his own half towards Brathwaite, forward on the line towards Mikalenko, heavy pass on his left foot, and so Liverpool have a throw in on the right hand side, 10 yards inside the Everton half, although Alexander-Arnold does bring it back a little bit towards McAllister. Towards Van Dijk on the halfway. Then elsewhere, Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 0, and the Saints score at Old Trafford. United v Sheffield United can be listened to on the Flash Score live audio commentary service. Everton come away with the ball again. Mikalenko in the left back position, launches it forward along that flank towards Calvert-Lewin, who couldn't quite get the header above Konate, but Konate with a shove in the process, and so Everton will have a free kick just beyond the halfway, 5 yards inside Liverpool territory. He shoves two hands in the back of Calvert-Lewin in the end. So we approach the 25-minute mark here on Merseyside. The sun begins to set in the northwest. Perfect night for a game of such significance. 0 again over the set piece for Everton. Again, it'll be another left-footed, in-swinging delivery from him. And in towards the penalty area it goes. Flicked on by Brantford, looking to find Tarkowski. Headed away by Van Dijk in the near post. He'll go out for an Everton throw. Right side, adjacent towards the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be Godfrey to take. We know he has some range. What can you make of this? Short to Decore, has McAllister up against him. Godfrey once more, him and McAllister in a tangle for possession. He comes back out for Idrissa Gueye, who now wins a free kick. Curtis Jones drawing in the foul on the far side. A bit of a shove in the back of Gueye, and Jurgen Klopp again questioning the decisions of Andy Madley with the fourth official. There's going to be another Dwight McNeil free kick. His long-range strike on Sunday means that no Everton player has been involved in more Premier League goals than him this season. He's been involved in 8 goals, 5 assists and 3 goals. And as Liverpool concede their 9th foul of the game, Everton just the 1. McNeil with the free kick, pinged in towards the penalty, flicked on by Brantford, cleared away by McAllister. It's going to fall for Mikalenko, hooked back in by Tarkowski to Harrison in space. Godfrey takes a touch, strikes on his right foot from around about 12 yards out. It's going to fall for Brantford, who puts the ball into the back of the net, and it's Everton who take the lead. It was Brantford with the shot. Calvert-Lewin made sure after it was spilt by Alisson in the Liverpool goal, and it is first blood to the Toffees here at the Merseyside derby. 27 minutes in, it's Everton 1, Liverpool 0. It's a crucial goal for Everton's chances of staying in the division. It's a vital goal in the title race. And you just sense one of these free kicks are going to pay dividends. Brantford the initial header, half cleared by Liverpool. Tarkowski puts it back into danger towards Harrison. Godfrey had a strike. It's then not cleared again. Branthwaite with a strike on his left foot, which comes off of the post and off of Allison. And it looks like it did go in the back of the net before Calvert-Lewin touched the ball. And so as we approach the 28-minute mark, it is Everton who strike first, who have out to win against their Merseyside derby rivals on this ground since February 2010. Although they are having a check about the positioning of Branthwaite, and they are checking the goal for offside with VAR. And considering that Everton had a penalty ruled out at the beginning of the half, if this gets ruled out too, expect some uproar here at Goodison. And Konate plays Branthwaite onside, and so there's not going to be an issue with the goal. Just confirmation. And Stockley Park checking for fouls in the build-up, just to dot the I's and cross the T's. Andy Madley still in communications with Stockley Park. Branthwaite waits patiently. Goodison Park waits patiently, and still communication in the ear of Andy Madley, and the decision is goal. And Jarrod Branthwaite will get his third Premier League goal of the season, and cue delirium at Goodison Park. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. It hasn't been the happiest of hunting grounds for Jurgen Klopp, although he's never lost here. Winning here hasn't been a great habit, and Branthwaite has given the Toffees a lead midway through the first half. 29 minutes gone, Everton 1, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Liverpool looking for an instant reply. Tarkowski heading the ball out before Andy Robertson gets there. Liverpool throwing left side as they attack towards the edge of the penalty area. They bring it back into the path of Van Dijk in his own half. Konate in possession, goes back in towards the path of Alexander-Arnold, launches it for first time, out to the right side into Salah, flicked away by Mikalenko, who then put under a bit of pressure as he didn't know where the ball was, clears it away though, scoops into the path of McNeil, plays it back towards Doucouré. McNeil with a Konate and McAllister sandwich. McAllister who comes out with the ball, crosses the ball in first time, flicked away by Tarkowski with Nunes lurking from around about 15 yards out. Everton clear their lines again. As far as Virgil van Dijk, this is Robertson on the halfway for Liverpool. Goes out towards Curtis Jones. Half an hour gone. Everton 1, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. This is Alexander-Arnold to McAllister. Towards Curtis Jones, who's got Jack Harrison up against him. 25 yards out from goal. He's now being forced back, and back into the path of Van Dijk the ball goes. Konate in the centre. Inside the halfway centre circle, inside the Everton half. Van Dijk goes out to Curtis Jones. There's a sea of blue and a wall of noise in blue can be heard all around Goodison Park. Everton fully deserving to the league that they got, and it would mean, as far as the league table is concerned, Arsenal 77 from 34, Liverpool 74 from 44, and Manchester City 73 from 32. You'd say that a defeat here could virtually end Liverpool's chances of winning the Premier League title. It's in the way both Arsenal and City are going. Jones inside the penalty area left side. Back to Robertson. Cross goes in. Looking to find Diaz at the near stick. Flicked away by Idrissa Gueye. Calvert-Lewin comes back out with the ball. Liverpool thought it was a foul against McAllister. Everton then managed to clear their lines, but Van Dijk will pick up for Liverpool inside his own half, towards the edge of his own half. He finds himself now. Ball goes out towards the far left side and towards Andy Robertson, who's got Harrison up against him. Back to Curtis Jones. This is Alexander-Arnold on the halfway in the centre. Konate being chased down by Dwight McNeil. As far as the bottom of the table is concerned, Everton 16, 33 from 34. Forest 17, 26 from 34. Luton 18, 25 from 34. Burnley 19th, 23 from 34. And Sheffield United bottom, 17 points from 34 games. Salah, right side, chips the ball in towards Nunes inside the area. Headed away resoundingly by James Tarkowski for Liverpool throw on the near side, the right side. So Bozolai takes it quick back into the path of Alexander-Arnold, around about 30 yards out from goal. Short to Salah, one touch pass back to Alexander-Arnold, and now Konate plays it along the line towards Virgil van Dijk. Drives forward down the left-hand side for Liverpool. 35 yards out now to Alexis McAllister. Alexander-Arnold in possession now. Chips it forward inside the area. Turning his back to go is Nunes. The ball nearly fell for him after Tarkovsky couldn't fully clear his lines, but clearing it away is Idrissa Gueye. Harrison looking to reclaim and re-scoop, and Curtis Jones nearly goes in towards the advertising hoardings and nearly went into a sea of Everton fans who were giving him more than a reception on our far side as we look at proceedings. Well, 33 minutes gone here. Everton leading Liverpool by a 1-0. Half time at Molineux, where Bournemouth lead Wolves by a 1-0, and goalless at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 0. Commentary, text commentary updates on Wolves, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, plus goal updates available via the Flash Score app. You can also listen to live commentary from Old Trafford. And there's been 33 minutes played between Manchester United and Sheffield United. Still no goals there. In the Championship, we're in the first half of stoppage time at the CBS. Coventry City 1, Hull City 1. Troy McNeil down on the ground for Everton here. He's been the playmaker and he's been directly involved with another goal for Everton this campaign. He won't be credited with it statistically, but it was that free kick which led to the opener, which was converted in the end by Gareth Bradford in the 27th minute. But here's Liverpool at the other end. Luis Diaz, left-hand side, is the box with 4 up against him. Crosses the ball in towards the near stick, flicked away by Bradford, comes out to McAllister. Now Alexander-Arnold, first time chip into the box, too casual by Robertson. It's cleared away by the Toffees as far as Van Dijk. Ball down by Jones, left side in the middle of the Everton half. Goes back now into the path of McAllister. Swings it out right-footed towards Szoboszlai. Edge of the area, near side. Up against Mikalenko. Brings it inside. Gets a better free. Still dancing is Szoboszlai, but then cleared away by Bradford for Everton. Only as far as Konate on the halfway. And an incredible result at Old Trafford. Our other commentary game. Sheffield United leading Manchester United by a 1-0. Around about 10 minutes out from the half-time break there. McAllister slits through Salah. And now Nunes strikes it right-footed from around about 10 yards out. Pickford makes himself big and makes the save. Comes back out to Robertson, looking at the cross in second time on the left side. Godfrey stands firm and gets the ball away. Picked up by Jones. McAllister towards the edge of the area. Curtis Jones again, up against Idrissa Gueye. Wriggles his way past him. Short to McAllister once more. Now Jones. Left-hand side towards the edge of the area. Falls back about 15 yards to Alexis McAllister. Now Konate in possession. 10 out from the break. Everton 1, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League. McAllister inside the area, looking to find Darwin Nunes, but it's going to run out of play for a goal kick to Everton. An incredible scoreline at Old Trafford where Jayden Bogle has given Sheffield United the lead against Manchester United. 10 minutes out from half-time, and you can listen to that game elsewhere here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service this evening. And in the Championship, Hull have re-established their lead against Coventry City right on the stroke of half-time. Fabio Carvalho with a spot kick in the first minute of time added on, as it looks like it's about to reach the half-time point there in the Championship. Coventry City 1, Hull City 2, and as far as the standings are concerned there, it would mean that Hull would move on to 69 points from 44 games, Coventry 63 from 43. Norwich City occupy the final playoff space, 72 from 44. West Brom also on 72 from 44. The top 4 look like this. Leicester lead the way, 94 points on 44. Leeds in second spot, 90 points on 44. Ipswich 89 from 43. Southampton 84 from 44. And you can keep up to date with the intriguing conclusions of the Championship season here on Flash Score. As Everton look to move the ball away, McNeil went down to the ground underneath the challenge of Luis Diaz. It's going to be an Everton free kick, and it's going to be a yellow card for Virgil van Dijk. I think he's had a word too many, the Liverpool captain. As Tarkovsky, the Everton captain, now has his say with Andy Madley. Well, the challenge initially was drawn in by Luis Diaz. My apologies. And there was the registrations of Van Dijk, which has seen him in the book. Liverpool, who has to be said have been second best in this contest so far. Everton have been the better side. the skipper and the fullback in the book. All spell good signs for Everton. We have a free kick 35 yards out. Neil just sent to the right hand side. Clip ball in on his left foot towards Bramfrey at the back post. Van Dijk gets up there first and wins his side a free kick. Plays it quickly out and towards the path of Szoboszlai, but too quickly as Bramfrey found himself in the way. And it's his goal that separates the two sides so far. Wasn't the cleanest strike on his left foot. Bundled through Alisson, comes off the post and in. Calvert-Lewin trying to make sure he got the touch that made sure it went in the back of the net, but it was credited as Bramfreight's goal, his third Premier League goal of the season. And it sent Goodison Park into raptures. 38 minutes gone here. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. The last Everton win against Liverpool on this ground was back in 2010, October 2010. It was a 2-0 victory. Tim Cahill and Mikel Arteta, the goal scorers. And they haven't won any of their past 12 Premier League home games against Liverpool since. There have been 9 draws in that time and just 3 Liverpool wins. It's the longest such run of games against any team in their history. And just to light your card as to how long it's been, David Moyes and Roy Hodgson were the managers last time that Everton beat Liverpool on this ground. Liverpool looked to put the ball in the box. It was hooked away by James Garner. Comes back out towards Alisson. Short towards Virgil van Dijk in the middle of his half. Goes out towards Ibrahima Konate. Short to Alexander-Arnold. Now Konate again. Beyond the halfway. Plays out to the right hand side towards Mo Salah up against Bramfrey, edge of the penalty area. Hooked away by the Everton man, but Salah going to get there second time. But dinked out a play by the goal scorer Bramfrey for a Liverpool throw in, right flank, right by the corner flag. Szoboszlai is going to take and will play it back into the path of Alexander-Arnold, around about 25-30 yards out from goal. Back towards Konate, just straying inside the Everton half. Alexander-Arnold back to Konate once more. Short towards Alexis McAllister, who has Trezeguet up against him. Had a little bit of a nibble of McAllister, but does manage to play the ball back to Konate. Now to Alisson. Now the win probability has changed. It's Everton 49%, the draw 30%, and now Liverpool just a 21% chance of winning this game. But here's Robertson, left-hand side, edge of the box, cross goes in towards the near post. Flicked away by Tarkowski. Robertson will watch it go for a Liverpool throw in, left-hand side, right by the corner flag. Will be taken in the quadrant as Mykolenko finds himself down for Everton as we approach the final 5 minutes of this first half. Everton leading Liverpool by a goal to nil here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary. Sir Jab Bradthwaite strike in the 27th minute, the difference between the two sides, and Mykolenko slamming his right hand to the floor, clutching his left leg, and he looks in some considerable discomfort. McNeil goes back to see whether he's okay. Darwin Núñez on the scene to check on his well-being as well, and nicks a drink from the Everton physio's physio bag. Okay, well, readying himself to come on, he's Ashley Young. He was sent off in the reverse fixture earlier on this season, and it looks like his night will be starting early, and perhaps he would have thought. Started the game against Nottingham Forest at the weekend, one of a couple of players to have missed out from the starting 11 from a particular game on Sunday afternoon is Sean Dyche in the new lucky tracksuit. He's having a chat with his assistants to see the update on Mykolenko and see what tactically can be done if he cannot continue. Just a reminder what's happening elsewhere. Half-time at Molineux, Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1. At Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 0. Both of those games you can follow on the Flash Score app. You can listen to live commentary from Old Trafford, where Sheffield United lead Manchester United by a goal to nil. In the Championship, half-time, Coventry City 1, Hull City 2. You can follow that. All of the EFL action across the remainder of the season, across the Flash Score app, which you can download via the Apple App Store or via Google Play. And we're going to take you back to Old Trafford in just a second as Mykolenko continues to be assessed. A reminder what's coming up in the Premier League, though, on Flash Score. Brighton against Manchester City tomorrow from 8 o'clock. And then at the weekend, the early game, West Ham Liverpool from 12:30. The 3 o'clock commentaries, Fulham Crystal Palace, Manchester United Burnley, Newcastle against Sheffield United, and Wolves against Luton. Everton against Brentford is the 5:30 kickoff before the primetime game being Aston Villa against Chelsea. On Sunday, Bournemouth take on Brighton. The North London derby between Tottenham and Arsenal, both at 2. whilst Nottingham Forest take on Manchester City in the 4:30 game. As Mykolenko finds it back on the feet, just landed awkwardly following a aerial duel with Darwin Núñez. He's been taken off by a couple of medics towards the Gladys Street end to give him a resounding round of applause. He tried to jog it off, but it looks like his evening's done. It looks like Ashley Young may be coming on to take his place shortly. 42.5 minutes gone here at Goodison Park. You're listening to the Merseyside derby here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. It's a Bozzolai though in possession for Jurgen Klopp's side. Goes out towards Alexander Arnold. Back to Bozzolai again. McAllister, 30 yards out in the centre. Goes towards Van Dijk. Now Luis Diaz looking to bring it infield. He's got Garner up against it, gets a bit of him towards Núñez. Back to goal, edge of the box. McAllister plays it out towards Jones. Robertson to Jones once more. Plays it back into the path of Canate. Looks up, assesses options, and then plays it short towards Alexander Arnold. First time ball flicked on by Salah. Played back in towards Luis Diaz. It was a lovely chest down by Núñez to play in Luis Diaz, who had a first time ever on the volley for his right foot. And Jordan Pickford once again makes himself big in the Everton goal. Gets it away on his right foot. And it's going to be a Liverpool corner on the right hand side. 90 seconds out from half time. Everton leading Liverpool by 1-0. And Luis Diaz slaps his right hand to the ground in frustration. Robertson with the corner, swung in left footed from the right flank towards the penalty spot, headed away and hooked clear by Everton towards the halfway, where Liverpool will have a throw with Mykolenko putting his body on the line, having just come back on the pitch and moving rather gingerly, but still able to provide a vital contribution for the Toffees. Here's Canate, probably trying to see the half out now. Just a minute of normal time to go, although there is going to be lengthy stoppages due to a couple of VAR checks and of course the Mykolenko injury. Alexander Arnold forward, lovely ball into Núñez, turns back to goal, back to Salah, has a second effort, both of them on his left foot. The first of them was blocked before coming back out to Salah again, whose second effort goes about 5 yards over the top of the bar. Núñez doing well, back to goal, shifts it back to Salah, has a first effort, low drilled on his left foot, comes off an Everton leg, comes off the leg of Tarkowski before Salah has a second bite at it, side foots it through his left boot, then high and wide of the goal of Jordan Pickford, who will be a relieved man as we enter stoppage time at the end of the first half. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. There's going to be 6 minutes added on at the end of the first 45. Van Dijk looks to try and get it away. This is Garner towards Harrison right side, 5 yards inside the Liverpool half, 2 up against him, looks to play it forward towards the path of Calvert-Lewin, cleared away by Robertson, one back by Idrissa Gueye, up in the air and contested, one back by Calvert-Lewin. McNeil manages to bring it down but runs himself into trouble. McAllister running back, Robertson plays it out to Alexander Arnold on the right hand side. Everton appealing for a foul, not given by Andy Magley, as Alexander Arnold has the ball on the halfway, short towards Salah, who had the one of Sabozalai in front of him but plays it back towards Alexander Arnold. McAllister in the middle of the Everton half. Alexander Arnold out towards Salah, cleared away by Tarkowski, goes out of play. Going to be a Liverpool throw-in, which is going to be taken on the halfway by Alexander Arnold on the right side. The near side as we look at proceedings, Liverpool attacking the Gladys Street Road end in this first half. In terms of attacking threat, Liverpool about 85% of it in the last 10 minutes, but it's Jared Branthwaite's goal that is the difference between the two sides. The first of the 6 minutes added on have been played, and Canate has possession for Liverpool. Forward towards Salah to play it back to Sabozalai, cleared away by Everton, who keep themselves close to a red shirt as much as they possibly can. Alisson between the sticks towards Virgil van Dijk. McAllister in the middle on the halfway, plays it out to Robertson on his left, towards Diaz. Curtis Jones just in front of him. Diaz turns his way past Godfrey, who was sent to the floor. Diaz steps inside of Garner and cleared away by Everton as far as Calvert-Lewin, brought down by McNeil, who drives his way towards Canate, then plays it out towards Jack Harrison. Everton on the right hand side in the middle of the Liverpool half. Harrison in possession, McAllister wins it back. Now towards Curtis Jones, who now looks to drive down that far side, down the left hand side of the Liverpool attack. Luis Diaz in possession now, he brings it a bit more infield. switching it towards Alexander-Arnold, 30 yards out. Cross goes in, right footed to the back post towards Szoboszlai, but Pickford comes out and catches the ball, makes himself big, and once again the Everton goalkeeper putting his body on the line and coming up trumps, much to the frustration of Jurgen Klopp, whose arms are crossed, trudging up and down the touchline, wondering where it's gone wrong for his Liverpool side in this first half. As Pickford clears the ball forward, not the cleanest of kicks away, so it's going to be picked up by Konate. In terms of possession in this first half, 24% to Everton compared to the 76 of Liverpool. Mikalenko on the left hand side on the halfway, looks as if he's run his problem off. McNeil up against Szoboszlai, Idrissa Gueye, McNeil forward towards Calvert-Lewin, out to Decore, left side into the penalty area, but the flag goes up inevitably and eventually for offside, much to the frustration of Sean Dyche, who takes a swig of his water bottle, then gives out the instructions. He'll be happy enough with his side's performance in this first half, but Liverpool looking to find a leveller before the break. Robertson, cross goes in left footed towards the penalty spot, flicked away by Bramford before finding Nunes, comes back out towards McAllister, chipped into the area again, cleared away by Tarkowski, one back though by Liverpool, cleared away, half cleared towards Alexander-Arnold, out to the right side. Salah, first time ball along the floor towards Szoboszlai, back to Alexander-Arnold again. Salah, 25 yards out towards McAllister, has to step in with Garner up against him, and then plays the pass out towards Roberts on the left side. Curtis Jones to Nunes, back to goal. Turning now is Diaz, looking to thread through. Diaz on his right foot inside the area, but cleared away by Everton, who have possession with Garner, who has Curtis Jones up against him. Put in a corner and clear the ball away, and Liverpool regather possession with McAllister. Salah, edge of the D in the centre, goes out to Szoboszlai inside the area, steps inside, plays across the Mo Salah, first time ever on his left foot block, comes back out towards McAllister, stopped by Gueye, comes back out to Robertson again, inside the area is Curtis Jones, short to Robertson, along the line, and then parried away by Pickford in the near post, cleared away by Everton towards Konate on the halfway. Everton trying their best just to try and see it out until the break. Alisson towards Alexander-Arnold, 90 seconds until the break, and Liverpool really rallying for that equaliser at the end of this first half. Diaz goes out towards Jones, who's got Harrison against him on the left hand side towards the edge of the box, goes back towards Van Dijk. Jones short to Diaz, but the communication between the pair off point. One back by Idrissa Gueye for Everton, who then goes down under the challenge of Diaz, but it's one back by Liverpool fairly. Diaz, right footed, cross channel ball towards Szoboszlai, right side, inside the box, looks to get the cross in, comes off of Mikalenko, the first man, and it's going to be a Liverpool corner on the right hand side. And this should be the final attack of the first period, as Liverpool really find a way back in the match. The final 10-15 minutes or so, if you include injury time, at the end of this first half. You sense final play. Liverpool's fifth corner of this first half. Robertson to take, right side, left footed, swung in towards the near post, flicked away by Tarkowski. Will go out for a Liverpool throw in, 10 yards inside the Everton half on the right hand side. Jones takes it bang on halfway, back towards Alexander-Arnold, who has Calvert-Lewin chasing him. McAllister on the halfway, final act of this first half. Goes out towards Szoboszlai, now on the left flank. Cross goes in, right footed, pinpoint towards the penalty spot. Flicked away by Bramford, one back by Everton. Idrissa Gueye looking to play into Kouré, one back by Szoboszlai, but that's going to be the final action of the first half. A first half which sees Everton hit the front. They dominated the opening exchanges. They thought they were going to have a penalty 5 minutes in after Dominic Calvert-Lewin rounded Alisson, but Alisson brought him down. They are overall that, but they couldn't overall Jarrett Bramford's opener 27 minutes in. Liverpool failing to switch on from a set piece, failing to clear their line. Park, it's Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Jared Braithwaite's strike in the 27th minute, the difference between the two sides. This is an unofficial Premier League commentary on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service, and it is a result which have huge effects at both ends of the table. Liverpool would stay second, 74 points from 34, 3 off of Arsenal at the top. Man City one behind, but they play tomorrow against Brighton, and so they can move 2 clear with a subsequent couple of games in hand, or a subsequent game in hand thereafter, as Liverpool get us underway for this second half. We will get into your 2 starting 11s as Van Dijk has the ball at the beginning of the second half for Everton. Pickford in goal, back for Godfrey, Tarkowski, the goal scorer Bradford and Mikalenko, Harrison, Gay, Garner, McNeil in the midfield, Doucouré and Calvert-Lewin up top. For Liverpool, Alisson in goal, 4-3-3 they line up, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson in defence. Jones, Szoboszlai and McAllister in midfield, with Salah, Nunez and Diaz up top. And it's Jones in possession for Liverpool now towards Alexander-Arnold. There has been a change at the break. Mikalenko has come off and he is to be replaced by Ashley Young. That change eventually being made. McNeil in possession for Everton. We're going to get to a plethora of goals in just a second across both the Premier League and Championship. Remember, we have updates from every single game plus commentary from Old Trafford, and that's the first place where we're going to take you, because it's now 2-1 to Sheffield United at Old Trafford. They've taken the lead again. Ben Brereton Diaz with the goal 5 minutes after the restart. Manchester United 1, Sheffield United 2, an incredible scoreline. Meanwhile at Molineux, Bournemouth have levelled up. Wolves have levelled up against Bournemouth. Hang Hee Chan with the goal. Good way for the second half in that one. That was a 7:45 kickoff. We'll go to commentary in a second. Here's Robertson out to Nunez, left hand side. It's got Godfrey up against him. To Robertson inside the air, pulls it back towards the penalty spot, cleared away by Garner, and it's going to go out of play for a corner to Liverpool on the left hand side. It's going to be Robertson to take it on this flank. It was Alexander-Arnold that were taking him down this particular side in the first half. He's swinging it on his left foot. That goal being checked by VR, by the way, at Molineux. Robertson's corner, flicked on by Van Dijk. Big towering header from the penalty spot, glancing it towards the right hand side, but Jordan Pickford comfortably gathers with both hands in the Everton goal. We're going to take you to the Championship now, where now has gone at the CBS, where it's Coventry City 2, Hull City 2. Brandon Thomas with the strike to level up in the 58th minute. 61 gone there, 2-2. Meanwhile, as far as the Premier League table is concerned, a win for Everton will keep them in 16th place, but put them in a great position. 33 points from 34 games. Nottingham Forest 17th, 26 points from 34. Luton 25 from 34. Burnley 23 from 34. And Sheffield United, who are winning at Old Trafford, will be 19 from 44. That goal for Wolves has actually been disallowed by VAR for a foul in the build-up, so stays 1-0 to Bournemouth in that one. Here's Curtis Jones for Liverpool, just beyond the halfway on the left-hand side. One back by Everton, and now Harrison driving forward down that side. Has free up against him, dances past Robertson, then look to play it back, but it's one back by Ruben Diaz, who brings it in field towards the halfway, looking for options with Garner and Idrissa Gueye up against him. Spread out wide to the right-hand side into Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai in the middle. Calvert-Lewin tight to him, but manages to play the ball out towards Virgil van Dijk, who drives to the midway point of the Everton half towards Curtis Jones. Robertson on this near left-hand touchline. Van Dijk to Alexander-Arnold, who's got Calvert-Lewin up against him. Van Dijk out to the left. Short towards McAllister in the middle. Van Dijk once more for Liverpool, plays it along and in towards Konate in the middle. Salah out on the right, who's got Ashley Young up against him. McNeil chasing him down too, but manages to play the possession back into the path of Alisson. Out to Van Dijk again, he switches out to the left, and now towards Robertson, chested down with his first touch, but it's a heavy touch. Seen out by Godfrey for a Liverpool throw-in on the left-hand side, around about 25 yards out from goal. Short to McNeil. Sorry, short to Luis Diaz. McAllister. This is Konate. McAllister once more for Liverpool. Goes out to Curtis Jones. Short towards Virgil van Dijk. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold ships it out to the right-hand side. Heavy first touch by Mo Salah, but it was a heavy pass in towards his path. And then plays it back into the path of Konate on the halfway. Now Virgil van Dijk as Crystal Palace take the lead against Newcastle United at Selhurst Park. 55 minutes gone in that one. 1-0 to Palace there. Here's Konate, short to Alexander-Arnold. McAllister, Liverpool playing it around in triangles on the halfway. Alexander-Arnold again being put under pressure by Jack Harrison, but Liverpool do manage to play the ball out to Van Dijk. 5 minutes of the second half gone. Everton leading Liverpool by a goal to nil. Van Dijk looking for options. Everybody in blue back. He does find Robertson on the left-hand side. Cross goes in towards the near post. Whipped away by Bradford. Too much for Jones to cover, and it's cleared out of play for Liverpool, throwing Robertson to take on this left-hand side. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Robertson right in front of the Liverpool support. In fact, it's gone for a corner. Liverpool's 7th of the game. Robertson to take again on this left side for Liverpool. He's going to swing it in on his left foot. In towards the penalty spot it goes. Cleared away as far as McAllister inside the D. Has an effort on his right foot, clean for the laces, but cleared away by Everton. Idrissa Gueye steps past Robertson, who slips to the surface, launches the ball forward, looking to find Doucouré on the half. One back by Liverpool. They have possession with Curtis Jones, who fires it back into the direction of Alisson. And now out towards Szoboszlai. This is Alexander-Arnold. Pings the ball forward and looking to play in Salah on the right side, around about 25 yards out. Picked up by Bradford, back to Pickford, who goes route run, launches it long out to the left-hand side. Neil up against Alexander-Arnold, and Liverpool come away with the ball. McAllister out to Szoboszlai, edge of the area, plays it through, looking to thread it into the path of Salah. Half cleared towards Szoboszlai again, goes back towards McAllister, steps infield, 25 yards out from goal. This is Curtis Jones stepping inside the penalty area. His 4 blue shirts up against it. Curtis Jones has an effort on his left foot, comes off of Ben Godfrey, and out for Liverpool's 8th corner of the game, and then 3rd in this second half, to be taken on the left-hand side. Taken quickly by Jones, short to Andy Robertson. Back to Jones, edge of the penalty area, left side, towards McAllister in the middle, 25 yards out. Short to Van Dijk, who shifts out to Szoboszlai, who has an effort on his right foot, blocked by Bradford. And then confusion between 2 Liverpool players. See Calvert-Lewin come back with possession, and he's going to try and outfox Alisson, who was off his line, but his effort with any kind of vigour or pace, and it was a comfortable take for the Liverpool goalkeeper. In terms of possession stats in the first half, 76% Liverpool compared to 24% of Everton. The second half, 85% Liverpool compared to just the 50% of Everton. But it's Everton that lead by a goal to nil. Jared Bradford striking the 27th minute, the difference between these two sides up to press. Here's Curtis Jones on the left-hand side, into the penalty area, goes out towards Luis Diaz by the corner flank on this near side, up against Ben Godfrey, steps inside of him. Diaz short towards Alexander-Arnold, pings it in first time to Andy Robertson, who just couldn't quite get his foot in right, but also the flag goes up for offside in any instance, much to the frustration of Jurgen Klopp. 52.5 minutes gone. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Well, Toffees in front with what was their first goal in a Merseyside derby of 5 league encounters, doing just their 2nd in 26 league meetings, either home or away. The last win for Everton against Liverpool in the Premier League was a 2-0 win at Anfield in February 2021. That was back behind closed doors in the lockdown COVID days. And the Toffees do find themselves in a bit of form. They've earned 6 points from their last 3 Premier League games. That's as many as they mustered in their previous 13 games combined. Finding form at the crucial stage of the season, and it may well just be enough to keep them up and to preserve their all-time Premier League status. Here's Robertson on the right-hand side, forced to play it forward, but to no avail. This is Harrison on the half with a chip forward on the right-hand side. It's one back by Diaz on the halfway for Liverpool, and he skates well with the ball. Garner being sent to the floor as a consequence, and now plays it out to Alexander-Arnold in space on the right-hand side. Cross goes in towards the path of Salah. Couldn't quite get his bearings right. Cleared away by Idrissa Gueye, looking to find Calvert-Lewin. Out towards Doucouré, gets a better Szoboszlai. McNeil, left side, towards Doucouré, inside the Liverpool half and driving away and driving clear of Alexander-Arnold, getting the better of McAllister as well. He's got enforcers in front of him. He goes out towards Harrison inside the area, right hand side, 2 up against him, show it to the path for Idrissa Gueye, who has an effort first time on the side of his right foot, but his effort lacks venom, and it's going to be a comfortable take for Alisson and the Liverpool goal. For the middle into Salah, and now towards Diaz, left hand side in the middle of the Everton half. Towards the edge of the penalty area he goes. He's got Godfrey up against him. Luis Diaz pulls it back to Mo Salah, who has an effort from in and around the penalty spot. First time for the side of his right foot, but a comfortable take as Pickford goes down low to comfortably grab the ball in the Everton goal. 10 minutes gone of this second half. Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. You have just joined us. Jav Bradthwaite's goal in the 27th minute. The difference between these two sides so far. McNeil in possession for Everton, lifting up in the air with 2 Liverpool players up against him. One back loose by Szoboszlai. Salah first time ball back towards the possession of McAllister on the halfway, driving infield towards the centre. He's got Jones out towards his left, Robertson also there, and it's the latter option who he finds. 35 yards out from goal to Diaz, who's got Godfrey for company. Underlapping ball towards McAllister, chips it back, looking to find Salah on the penalty spot. Cleared away by Everton. Well, Manchester United against Sheffield United, well, it's all going off. And Manchester United got a penalty in the 61st minute, more on that in just a second. As Liverpool have possession on the halfway. One back though by Everton and by Ashley Young through the middle, getting the better of Curtis Jones and Alexis McAllister. Out to Harrison, right hand side, towards the edge of the penalty area he goes now. As Jones close to him, short towards McNeil. Has an effort from distance, and from around about 25 yards out, put his laces through it. It troubled Alisson, but over the bar it went. Parried over the top by the Liverpool keeper, and it will be a corner to Everton. Their first of the game. And that was heading towards the top corner. 57 minutes on the clock. Manchester United have scored that penalty incidentally. 2-2 at Old Trafford. Bruno Fernandes from the spot. You can listen to that one elsewhere on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Everton's first corner. Liverpool have had 8 in this game. It's going to be Dwight McNeil to take, to be swung in on his left foot. Clipped in on his left foot. Towards the back post. Flicked on by Calvert-Lewin, who finds Everton second. The spirit of the Blues has never been higher. The stakes have never been higher for either side. And Everton with a 2-goal lead, which should see them clear from the drop and could see Liverpool drop out the title race. 57.5 minutes in, Everton 2, Liverpool 0, and it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin who scores in back-to-back games for the Toffees. He takes the acclaim of the Gladys Street Road end, which goes into a frenzy. It was from the corner kick from McNeil towards Calvert-Lewin at the back post, who rises past Virgil van Dijk, past Alisson at the near post, in towards the bottom left-hand corner. Liverpool keeper may feel he should have got a hand to that, but for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he won't care. His 6th Premier League goal of the season in what has been an injury-blighted season for him. That could be the one that could seal Derby Day delight, that could seal the Toffee survival, and could end Liverpool's title hopes. If you look at the stats, it outweighed the Toffees, but in the one that matters the most, it is Everton who are 2 up and now drive forward again. On the right hand side, Harrison after the touch from Garner, heavy touch by Idrissa Gueye, recovered well by Szoboszlai, but Idrissa Gueye gets it back but concedes the free kick for a foul on Szoboszlai, who goes down, and Jurgen Klopp brings in the reinforcements. Harvey Elliott due to come on. Here's Curtis Jones on the left hand side on the halfway for Liverpool, short into the path of Alexis McAllister. Konate, Alexander-Arnold on the half. McAllister out to Robertson. McAllister again. Liverpool need to find a counter-punch as we approach the hour mark here at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Goals by Branthwaite and Calvert-Lewin. The difference in this one. Van Dijk out towards Konate, right hand side, around about 10-15 yards inside the Everton half. Back to the Liverpool skipper again. Short towards Luis Diaz. Alexander-Arnold once more. Jones is making the overlapping run, but elects to play it back to Van Dijk. McAllister are now, perhaps unsurprisingly, everybody back from a Everton perspective. The hour mark has passed. Everton lead 2-0, but Liverpool looking to find one back. Van Dijk goes out to Andy Robertson, who had Jack Harrison for close company. Turning is McAllister out towards Konate. McAllister again for Liverpool, being kept close watch by Doucouré. This is McAllister once more. Goes out in towards the path of Virgil van Dijk. He looks up and assesses his options. Curtis Jones now. He's up against Jack Harrison. Got a bit of a nibble, but Jones comes away with the ball and plays it out towards Van Dijk again. This is Luis Diaz driving down the left-hand side. Steps inside to Jack Harrison. Plays it along the line on his right foot. First time pass in by McAllister. Brought down by Diaz. In towards the path of Robertson. Cross goes in left-footed. Looking to find Nunez at the near post. Flicked away by James Tarkowski. Out for another Liverpool corner. Well, Everton score from their one and only in the game. This is Liverpool's 9th. And Jurgen Klopp preparing the treble change. It's going to be swung in by Robertson towards the penalty. Flicked on by Van Dijk. It's scuffled around the penalty area. Nunez looking to get there, but it's going to be held by Pickford in the Everton goal. It looks like it's going to be Endo, Elliott and Quansah to come on momentarily for Liverpool. Everton looking to recover the ball on the halfway, but Szoboszlai comes away with it. As far as the table stands at the top, Arsenal 77 from 34, the top of the pile. Liverpool second, 74 from 34, and Manchester City third, 73 from 32. They're going to lose significant ground now at the top of the table. It could well turn into a two-horse race by the end of tomorrow evening if Manchester City can get the better of Brighton. And you can listen to that game here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service from 8 p.m. Liverpool with a free kick taken quickly by McAllister. Short towards Luis Diaz. Moved out in towards the possession of Andy Robertson. Now McAllister in possession. Chipped over the top inside the area. Looking to find Darwin Nunez, but Tarkowski stands firm. And the ball's going to go out of play for a goal kick. And that treble change is now going to be made. Coming off Curtis Jones for Harvey Elliott. Szoboszlai is going to be replaced by Endo. Now we're just seeing who the third and final change is going to be. It's going to be Konate to come off, and he is going to be replaced by Joel Quansah. So it's 3 minutes gone. Liverpool with a treble change. And Everton move forward again. In towards the path of Troy McNeil for free. Strikes on his left foot. Comes over Quansah. His first action of the game. Harrison with the initial effort. Which comes off of Quansah. And he'll go out for a corner for Everton. They score from their last. This time on the left side. 64 minutes gone. It's going to be taken on the right-footed Dwight McNeil, who got his 6th assist of the season by helping out with that previous corner. Comes in towards the back post, looking to find Tarkowski. Flicks away as far as Doucouré. Looks to put it back in towards danger. Turns past Robertson. He's got McAllister up against him. Manages to play it back, chip back in. Tarkowski goes down to the ground. Everton appeal for a penalty, not given. And it's going to go out of play. Has a suspect touch as well on route by Alexander-Arnold. And it is going to be another corner. To be taken by McNeil on the same side in which they scored 8 minutes ago. Swung in towards the back post, swung in again, headed out again by Alexander-Arnold at that back stick with the big bodies like Tarkowski and Calvert-Lewin, the cavalry coming in for the Toffees. 65 minutes gone here at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Everton with another corner on the left hand side. It's going to be taken by McNeil, who moves from the right side to the left side to take a corner for Sean Dyche's team. Final 20 minutes of a big game that affects both ends of the Premier League table. Everton will move 8 clear of the drop with a win. Liverpool would lose further track of Arsenal at the top of the table with defeat, and Manchester City still to play in this match week. Swung in by McNeil towards the penalty spot, looking to find Tarkowski, headed back in towards Brathwaite at the back post, who can't dink it on target, just a yard wide of the post. He was still onside. Tarkowski hitting the ball down towards Brathwaite, who was the most alert to the situation, but he couldn't head the ball towards target, where Alisson looked like he was beating all ends up. Idrissa Gueye, and now Everton are bullying Liverpool. If you were neutral or didn't know who was playing who and who was playing where in the Premier League table, you would have had these two swap the other way round in terms of league positions. Down the bottom of the table, Everton 16, 33 points on 34 games. Forest 34 games played, 26 points in 17th. Luton 25 from 34 and 18th. Burnley 23 from 34 and 19th. And Sheffield United 17 from 34 and 20th. Diaz left hand side, edge of the area, gets a better of Godfrey, steps inside, has an effort on his right foot, takes a block, cleared away by McNeil, who looked to launch it forward towards Calvert-Lewin, who's making the run from the edge of his own half, and so would have been onside. Here's Van Dijk though for Liverpool, driving through the middle of the Everton half, in the centre of it. Goes back towards Quansah, and now to Elliott, steps in field, moves it out towards the right hand side, towards the edge of the box. Alexander-Arnold draw towards Salah, steps inside, Trinkle toes, there's two up against him, and the ball's going to run out of play for a Liverpool corner out on the right hand side. Tarkowski with the vital touch to stop Mo Salah in his tracks. Tenth corner Liverpool have had in this game. 67.5 minutes on the clock. They trail Everton by 2-0. Corner swung into the penalty, flicked on by Van Dijk, headed away by Young. McNeil slips to the floor but manages to regather his footing to clear the ball away. Back towards Alisson, who will build a second wave of Liverpool attack. This is Elliott on the right hand side in the middle of the Everton half. Goes out towards Alexander-Arnold. Cross swung in towards Nunes, the back stick, punched away by Pickford. As far as Van Dijk, who chests it down. Him against Harrison on this near side. Van Dijk swings it back towards Nunes, inside the penalty area, comes in towards the centre, plays it out towards Alexander-Arnold. Cross comes in, looking to find Salah at the near post. Cleared away by Young for Everton. Brought back down by Elliott. Now Quansah out towards Robertson. Elliott brings it in field, 30 yards out from goal. He's got Calvert-Lewin up against him. Robertson, chip ball in towards Salah, looks to play it across towards the penalty spot where McAllister was lurking, cleared away by Everton. Doucouré gets it out in towards the path of McNeil, who has Alexander-Arnold up against him on the halfway. Forward it goes, last touch off the Liverpool man, and it's going to be recovered by Jarell Quansah, and in towards the possession of Robertson, who's now moved into a more central position. Now goes out to the left and plays in Diaz, in space, edge of the air on that left hand side, inside the box, cuts inside, has a strike, it hits the post on his right foot, and then cleared away by Idrissa Gueye, who react first to the second ball, but one back by Salah in the D. This is Diaz in the box, up against two, short to Robertson, looks to cut back, last touch off of Tarkowski towards the near post, and it's going to be another Liverpool corner. Now Luis Diaz wrapped the ball perfectly round his right foot. Here's the post, Pickford oblivious to it, he had no chance. But Liverpool with another set-piece opportunity. The corners rack up. Robertson to take. Left side. Left-footed towards the near post. Flicked away by Calvert-Lewin. As far as Elliott. Alexander-Arnold. Harvey Elliott again. Cross goes in. Left-footed towards the back post. Comes out to Salah. Comes away by Branfrey. It comes back into the path of McAllister. It's going to fall for Diaz inside the air. Up against Calvert-Lewin. Chins it back towards Robertson. Towards the back stick. When he crossed it in left-footed. Not going to find Mo Salah. But it's going to be a comfortable take for Jordan Pickford. It's a sort of evening where your hearts are in your mouths, your head's in your hands if you're an Everton supporter, hoping, praying that they hang on. They've got 20 more minutes plus stoppage time to hang on. 70 minutes gone. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Goals either side of half time. Jared Branfrey in the 27th minute to give Everton the lead, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the 58th minute, doubling the advantage for Sean Dyche's side. Elliott driving forward for Liverpool on the right, in the middle of the Everton half, goes out to the path of Alexander-Arnold. The pass a bit off point, the touch a bit off point, a slip by Alexander-Arnold, and it's going to be a throw into Everton on this far side as we have a look at a replay of Calvert-Lewin's. He's trying to make it 2-0, a towering header in towards the bottom left-hand corner, jumps higher than Van Dijk. Alisson beaten towards his near post, and a clutch of the badge on the Everton shirt as he runs towards the corner of the Gladys Street Road end. Will only be one more Goodison Park Merseyside derby before they do move into pastures new. Their record against their old rivals at this ground hasn't been the best in recent years. It'll be their first win against their dearest rivals since October 2010 in this particular ground. Their first anywhere in the best part of 3 years. But Liverpool are going to find a late riposte. This is Endo. Need to find 2 goals at least to secure a point. Van Dijk advancing beyond the halfway. Goes out in towards the path of Luis Diaz, who's got Ben Godfrey up against on the left-hand side. Inside the penalty it goes. Chipped back by Robertson, looking to find Nunes. He's going to fall back towards Endo. Out to Luis Diaz on the left-hand side. He's got Housen up against him. Towards Robertson on the byline. Looked to cut it back, but he loses his footing and misplaces his pass. Just comes off itself in the end. And he'll go out of play for Liverpool goal kick, which was cheered on resoundingly by the Everton fans, who watch on nervously in the 18 or so minutes plus stoppage time that remain. Right, in the Liverpool end, it's sunk into silence in sheer disbelief as to what they're watching and what they're seeing. And what they are seeing, potentially, most probably, is their title hopes slip away. Peter Reid in the stands. He knows exactly what it's like to win a league title with the Toffees. 1987 the last time. One of his old adversaries, Kenny Dalglish, who delivered the title on more than many occasions at Anfield, both as a player and manager, watching on without disbelief as to what they're seeing. Well, there was talk a few months ago about a quadruple in these parts for Liverpool. Who's here tonight? They may just end up with the one trophy for the season, although we know how Jurgen Klopp's sides can react to adversity, but this would be their greatest comeback trick of the lot. Van Dijk out to Robertson, towards Diaz, left-hand side. He's got Ben Godfrey up against him, stepping inside is Diaz. Being put under pressure by Jack Harrison, and the pressure told. It goes out for Liverpool, thrown on the left-hand side, 25 yards out from goal. This is Endo, shorting towards the path of Alexander-Arnold. He's got options out to his right, finds Kwanzaa up against Doucouré. This is Harvey Elliott now, brings it inside on his left foot. Cross goes in towards the back post. We're going to find Robertson headed out of play. Godfrey wanted the goal kick, and Godfrey gets the goal kick. Meanwhile, elsewhere this evening, Hull City have taken the lead 3-2 against Coventry, re-establishing the lead for a third time. And here's Ohio with the goal in the 78th minute, now into the final 3 minutes of normal time there at the CBS Arena. Remind you can keep up to date with all the championship action across the course of this season via the Flash Score app on the Apple App Store or via Google Play. Everton make their first change of the evening, and it's going to see Idrissa Gueye depart, and we'll see the introduction of Amadou Onana to proceedings for the final quarter of an hour plus stoppage time that remains here. Idrissa Gueye getting a standing ovation as he comes off towards the touchline. High five with Onana. He's scored 2 goals in 25 appearances so far this season. And his prerogative here, big towering central midfielder, is to see the job off for Everton and secure vital, priceless 3 points, which you would sense at this point all but guarantee Premier League survival. On the line by Garner, chased down by Calvert-Lewin on the right side, who is in an offside position. Quarter of an hour to go here at Goodison. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. If you just joined us here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service, Brandthwaite's open on the 27th minute, Calvert-Lewin with the second, the 58th. Possession 77%, Liverpool 23%. Everton attempts 19-14 in Liverpool's favour. Liverpool dominate every single statistic, but it's Everton who have the front. Endo out to Kwanzaa. We will have Liverpool in the early kickoff on Saturday when they take on West Ham. Ball launched into the penalty area, looking to find Salah, but it's flicked back into the arms of Jordan Pickford in the Toffees goal. Meanwhile at Old Trafford, Manchester United have turned it around. They lead Sheffield United 3-2 with 9 minutes to go there. You can listen to that match elsewhere here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service as Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones watch on the Liverpool bench. They weren't able to do no more. Everton looking to find a third, which really would bring the curtain down in this game. Onana out towards Young, to the left hand side into McNeil, 5 yards inside Liverpool half. Ball back first time by Doucouré, heavy pass, one back by Liverpool and by Alexander-Arnold. 10 yards from the edge of the Everton half on the right hand side. Now advances inside opposition territory, plays it short to McAllister, who has a push in the back by McNeil. It's going to be a Liverpool free kick on the right hand side, and McAllister still down on the ground. Update on that goal for Manchester United, and our other commentary gave Bruno Fernandes with a brace, the first coming from the penalty spot to level up at 2 apiece, the second coming 9 minutes from time to put Manchester United in front. It's also Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle United 0, 7 minutes to go at Selhurst Park, and Bournemouth lead Wolves. They're down to 10 men, but they have a goal up into injury time in that one. That was a 7:45 kickoff, and in the Championship, Coventry City 2, Hull City 3. And you can keep up to date with the EFL action across Flash Score. Big game yesterday as far as the Championship is concerned. Kateru with a hat-trick in a 5-0 win for Leicester City against Southampton, moves them on the brink of promotion to the Premier League at the first time of asking. We're following them, Ipswich, Leeds and Southampton's progress in the final couple of games of the season across Flash Score on the app, which you can download via the Apple App Store or via Google Play. We'll also keep you up to date with the race to stay in the EFL Championship, plus the last days from EFL's Leagues 1 and 2 and the playoffs across Flash Score. Alexander-Arnold out to Elliott on the right hand side, in the middle of the Everton half to Endo, driving forward, goes out now towards Alexander-Arnold, cross goes in low, in the air towards Mo Salah, it falls to on the penalty spot, bundled in towards his path, first time ever on his right foot, which goes clattering over the bar. Had a poke at it. I think he said that there was a deflection on route and that it should have been a corner, but those appeals in vain. Well, we're going to go to Molineux in a minute because it looks like there's going to be some more late drama in the Premier League. In fact, Harry Maguire's goal, the equaliser for Manchester United against Sheffield United, was the 1,085th goal scored in the Premier League this season, which is actually the most in a season which has featured 20 clubs, and there's still plenty more room to go. Room to go in this game. Doucouré finds himself free inside the penalty area. Cross goes into the back seat to Jack Harrison, who just can't glance his header. Goal bound, wide of goal. And that third would have more than sealed it for the Toffees. But here's Endo looking to create a grandstand finish at Goodison. Alexander-Arnold on the halfway, switching it out towards Nunes on the left. Flick back down by Godfrey in towards the path of Pickford in the Everton goal. Reminder of our weekend coverage. We'll have Manchester City's game against Brighton at the Amex tomorrow from 8 o'clock, and then as far as the weekend's concerned, the early kick-off is West Ham against Liverpool. Our 3 o'clock offerings: Fulham, Crystal Palace, Manchester United against Burnley, and Newcastle, Sheffield United, as well as Wolves, Luton at 3. The late games: Everton against Brentford from 5:30, before Aston Villa against Chelsea from 8. Sunday, Bournemouth v Brighton and Tottenham v Arsenal from 2, before Nottingham Forest against Manchester City from 4:30 as we enter the final 10 minutes at Goodison. Everton 2, Liverpool 0 here in the Merseyside derby in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Liverpool, who are going to create a grandstand finish. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side, steps infield, 25 yards out, gets a bit of Harrison towards the edge of the D. Stepping out was Onana. Now Alexander-Arnold in possession with 25 yards out, has an effort on his right foot which blazes its way over the bar, much to the delight and the humour of the Everton fans. Joe Gomez and Shimikas to come on. Final rolls of the Jurgen Klopp dice in his final Merseyside derby as Liverpool manager. Pickford to take the goal kick for Everton as we approach the final 9 minutes plus stoppage time of what's been an enthralling Merseyside derby. It's had an old school feel to it in more ways than one. A game of significance, a game with a vitriolic atmosphere, a game filled with big challenges and big moments, and the big moments have fallen in Everton's direction. It's swung back and forth, but it's Everton who are 2 up, and it's Harvey Elliott in possession on the halfway for Liverpool. Out to Van Dijk. This is Luis Diaz on the left hand side. Forward it goes into the possession of Endo. Diaz once more, 10 yards inside the Everton half. Elliott driving for the middle, so Calvert-Lewin for company, goes out in towards the path of Quansah. Now Harvey Elliott in possession. Alexander-Arnold looking for it just in behind. Now Endo, short to Luis Diaz, back to goal up against Garner. Endo again out towards Alexander-Arnold, looks up and finds Elliott on the right hand side, 30 yards out, cross goes in left footed to the back stick, looking to find Robertson, who was shielded off by 2. And it was a comfortable take for Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. Well, they're hoping and they're praying at Goodison Park. 8 long minutes, 8 fingernail biting minutes, and that's without talking about the stoppage time that is going to follow. They're loud, they're proud, but they're nervous inside this old ground this evening. They have the ball inside the half they want it in, the opposition half, and it's won back by Garner, if only temporarily. So we gathered by McNeil, out towards Onana on the left hand side. Elliott and Endo up against, short towards Decore. Big challenge by Quansah, one back by Liverpool, and fairly in the eyes of the referee. Everton temporarily with 10, with a player down on the deck. It's one back by Godfrey. We're going to play it forward on the right hand side. He up against Robertson, and it's going to be a throw to Everton with Toffees still a man down, and Decore still on the deck following the challenge by Quansah, who basically snaps in him half with the right leg. And Liverpool make those final couple of changes. Alexander-Arnold's evening is going to come to an end. He's going to be the one replaced by Joe Gomez. Whereas Shimikas will come on for Andy Robertson. The final 6.5 minutes to remain here at Goodison Park. Liverpool trailing Everton by 2 goals now. Alexander-Arnold looking all around, looking to hide himself inside his shirt as he's hooked from proceedings. And as Liverpool look to try and find one back, Shimikas nearly got there on the left hand side, nearly had his first touch of the game. Here's Diaz for Liverpool, short towards Quansah in the middle. 10 yards inside the opposition half. This is Luis Diaz driving through the middle. His two blue shirts up against him. Short towards Elliott, looking to play out towards Nunez. Cleared away by Harrison for Everton. Out towards the halfway. And on the left-hand side, Liverpool have a throw-in. Such as the desperate tides, it'll be Van Dijk to take. Endo out in towards the possession of Quansah. On the right-hand side, 5 yards inside the Everton half. This is Endo in the centre on the halfway. Short to McAllister as we approach the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Out to Quansah. Gomez, right side, edge of the box, cross goes in. Flicked on by Salah. Cleared away by Harrison towards the edge of the D and forward towards the halfway. Calvert-Lewin made chase, but it wasn't going to be a surmountable one as Van Dijk makes the recovery 1. 5 minutes to go. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Branthwaite and Calvert-Lewin's goals the difference in this Merseyside derby. Diaz, it's got Shimikas on the line towards the left, played it towards the middle, and McAllister. One back by Everton and by Calvert-Lewin, who wins a free kick from Matua Endo. Goes down clutching his right knee. Well, for Sean Dyche, this would be his first win in a Merseyside derby from his third attempt. The first time he's actually managed a Merseyside derby here at Goodison. His meetings last season and the beginning of this have both been at Anfield. As Pickford takes his free kick, 15 yards from the edge of the Liverpool half. 4 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time to go. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Launched forward and out it goes. Towards the right hand side, flicked away by Van Dijk. Diaz loses out to Godfrey. The throw-in goes in Everton's direction. The last touch coming off the Liverpool man. Klopp picking off some unwanted parts on his coat. And an unwanted end to his reign as Liverpool manager in a Merseyside derby, and it could lead to an unwanted end altogether to his tenure at Anfield. When they won the League Cup at the back end of February, it could have been the first of 4. When they lose tonight, it could be beginning of the end of their title charge, and the Everton fans are singing bounce around if you're not going to win the league to the Liverpool supporters in jest. Godfrey with a heavy touch, but the ball stays in play. Harrison right hand side towards the edge of the penalty area, short towards Garner, steps inside the penalty area, goes to ground. It's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the box. It was Endo who gave away the foul, who tries to plead his innocence with Andy Madley. Garner with his twinkle toes getting past him on his right foot, but then being clipped on that foot as well by Endo. And Goodison Park is in full voice, is in full swing, hoping that finally their side pick up 4 points at home against their nearest but not so dearest. This would be a seismic win for Everton in terms of their aspirations of staying in the top flight. They'd move 8 points clear of Luton Town in the final relegation spot, and with 4 games to go, you would feel like they're virtually there. Virtually the job would be done. And despite having 8 points taken off their total, if they weren't taken off, they would be mathematically safe by now. Here's the free kick taken short. Young with a second bite of it on his right foot, but wraps it, well, nowhere near the post of the truth be told, straight into the Gladys. 2 minutes to go. Sean Dyche ordering everybody back. It's going to be a chaotic end to this Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Liverpool in search of 2. Van Dijk on the half. In the centre, crossfield ball, chipped right-footed, out towards Harvey Elliott, edge of the area, headed away by McNeil. Brought down by Elliott again. This is Endo. To McAllister in the centre. Endo once more to Harvey Elliott. Brings it inside. He's got McNeil up against him. Gomez, 25 yards out. Right hand side with 2 up against him. Short to Elliott, who moves in field. Crossfield ball on his right foot towards Shimikas, who heads it back into the path of danger. We're going to find Nunez at the near post. Headed out of play by Godfrey for another Liverpool corner on the left hand side, with Shimikas is to take himself. A minute of normal time to go. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Shimikas with a corner on the left side. To be swung in on his left foot. in towards the penalty spot, flicked away, big header by Branthwaite, comes back in towards the path of Elliott, has a goal on the volley, struck sweetly but tipped over the bar by Pickford. Ball comes out to Elliott, chests it down of his first touch, strikes it through the laces of his left boot with his second, and Jordan Pickford tipped it over the top, a big left hand. Does it go for another corner? Chimikase's corner, left side, swung in left footed towards the near post this time, towards the penalty spot, cleared away before finding Van Dijk. McAllister to Chimikase again, another one goes in left footed, again towards the penalty spot, flicked away by Onana before finding Van Dijk. It's going to fall for Elliott this time as flares are let off towards the goal to the right of us, but the goal towards the left of us, Liverpool with another wave of attack. Gomez swings the ball in right foot into the penalty area, flicked on by Van Dijk, brought down by Chimikase inside the box. 5 minutes added on at the end of the 90. The referee blows up. It's going to be an Everton free kick. It's going to be the longest 5 minutes for these Everton fans. It may well feel like the shortest 5 minutes if you're a Liverpool supporter. I wonder what Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola are thinking watching this. Sat wherever they're sat. I wonder what Nuno and Rob Edwards are making of this, sat where they're sat. It looks like Everton should do enough now. If they'd win this game to keep themselves in the league. For Liverpool, it could be a result that costs them the league. Pickford's free kick forward, beyond the halfway. Flicked away by Van Dijk, brought down by Decore, flashed on by McNeil into the path of Calvert-Lewin, but Chimikase recovers well, but one back by Harrison, edge of the box, brings it inside, one back by McAllister towards Calvert-Lewin, towards the corner flag where McAllister has it for Liverpool, but he doesn't want it there. The ball's going to go out of play for a goal kick. McAllister pulled it back into the right shin of Calvert-Lewin. Well, the Liverpool fans stunned to silence, watching on nervously. Endo on the half, out on the right hand side. Short to Elliott, back to Quansah. Elliott again. Endo with two blue shirts up against him. It's one back by Everton on the halfway. It's played out to Onana, who nearly found his path in towards McNeil, and if so, he would have been through for a third. This is McAllister on the half for Liverpool. If they're going to harbour any hopes, you sense they've got to score their first now. Nunes in the centre, halfway inside the Everton half. He's got Garner up against him. Diaz to Van Dijk on the half. Endo to Diaz. Liverpool penned in. Everybody back from an Everton persuasion. Quansah out to Elliott on the right hand side. 30 yards out. Moves in field. Then steps it out towards Gomez. Edge of the box, right hand side. Cross goes in towards the back stick. Flicked away by Harrison. Headed away emphatically once more by Onana, cleared away by Calvert-Lewin, who goes down, but the play goes on. It's Diaz up against Free, who then goes down himself, but no free kick, and Everton move the ball away. Then brought down is Ashley Young, and eventually the free kick goes in Everton's direction, much to the frustration and perpetration of Luis Diaz, who's done enough to put himself in the book. 2 minutes of stoppage time remain here at Goodison. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. Gareth Branthwaite with the opener on 27 minutes. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a towering header to get the second of the 58th minute. Liverpool undone by 2 set-piece goals. Nathan McAllister has also been booked for his protests. Whilst Dominic Calvert-Lewin's night has come to an end. The score of the second and the score of the goal, which looks like it secured the points for Everton, which is a double-edged sword, but a perfectly weighted double-edged sword as far as Toffee fans are concerned. To stop Liverpool from winning the league and to possibly keep them in the league, it couldn't be any better if you're an Everton fan. And he gets a standing ovation, even by those who have donned their shirt with the most prized distinction. And Yusuf Shamiti will come on for the final couple of minutes. One more minute of stoppage time, and Everton have the ball in the corner on the far side, the left hand side, with the substitute Shamiti. Clawed away by Liverpool, but one back by Everton inside the area. McNeil looking to get there a second time. Cleared away by Gomez, and now towards Harvey Elliott. This would be the first time Liverpool had failed to score in a 22 away matches, shall I say. Shimikas towards Diaz, looking to move his way forward on the left-hand side. Brought down by Shamiti, but regathered by Diaz and hooked away by Tarkowski. Hooked away far from danger and in towards the arms of Alisson. Chests it down outside the box, goes out in towards the possession of Elliott. Launches it forward into the area, flicked on by Endo. Falls for Salah, who has a go on the volley, his left foot, parried away by Pickford. Seconds remain. The handshakes have taken place already. We enter the 5 minutes beyond the added time. Sean Dyche praying for the full-time whistle, praying for their survival. Jurgen Klopp with a smile on his face. I think that's just a bit deceptive if you ask me. Sean Dyche shouting, "Ref, ref, how long's left?" As Everton have a throw on the left-hand side in the middle of the Liverpool half, beyond the halfway. Brought down by Kwanzaa, flicked on by Endo, and now Elliott. The ball goes out of play again. It's another Everton throw, and Sean Dyche still praying for that full-time whistle. He asks the fourth official how much longer there is to be added on. We're into the 6th minute of added time. There was only 5 added on. Young with a throw-in right by the Everton dugout, which is ready to explode at the seams of celebration. And there is the whistle! And Everton have unstuck Liverpool's chances of Premier League glory. The Toffees, with their first win against their Merseyside neighbours at Goodison Park since October 2010. It's a result and a win which you'd sense should secure their Premier League survival. It's a result that you sense will condemn Liverpool's hopes of a 20th league title this season. Jared Branthwaite with the first, midway through the first half. It was the 2 set pieces from McNeil which undid Liverpool. The first one, Branthwaite, a header in towards the bottom left-hand corner. The second one from McNeil corner into the path of Calvert-Lewin. A towering header past Alisson in the Liverpool goal. And it is scenes of sheer delight and jubilation. Nobody from an Everton persuasion has left their seats. And why would they on a night like tonight? For a club that has suffered so much to the hands of their cross